quite a night. Joining us now live in our New York studios is Les Paul, inducted last night into the Hall of Fame as an early influence. In fact, Les Paul may be called the father of the electric guitar and multi-track recording. Les, congratulations.
Thank you.
We might add that you were up on stage with all those rock and rollers that you helped to influence. How much influence do you think your steel or your solid body guitar had on rock and roll?
I think it played a very important part because I don't think you can find a group that doesn't have electric guitar in it. And of course, being the inventor of it, I guess I contributed something to it, you know.
I was at the press reception last night with those 100,000 other reporters that mobbed you and you came in, and I heard you telling a story that at one point when Gibson, correct me if I'm wrong, Gibson, when they took over your guitar, said to you that it's not going to last in music.
Well, they were going to strike it out from the line. They thought that it was extinct, that it was a novelty, and in 1966, they were going to scrap the whole thing. And I went to Chicago to plead with them that they were wrong and to put it back in the line and continue on. Of course, it was a great success.
We have some video of you and your late wife, Mary Ford, who the two of you did so many hit records together back, I guess, what, in the early 50s, late 40s. Well, how would you describe the music you played then? It wasn't rock and roll.
No.
Subscription to CNN and Headline News. All units are guaranteed shipped within 48 hours when you call 1-800-367-1234. Cable subscribers should disregard this message. Your local cable system is working with CNN and Headline News to clear the signal for you. Your programming will be back in service shortly. Home satellite viewers, as you can see, CNN and Headline News.
Well, I was very happy to see it happen, and of course, what I wasn't prepared for was the rock and roll. But neither was Benny Goodman or Bing Crosby or Sinatra or anybody else, for that matter. So it did put a lot of guys out of work, a lot of people out of work when rock came in, and of course it changed the whole world.
Did the critics at the time, when you first started using your guitar and doing that type of music, you did, what, a lot of overdubbing and multiple recording? What did the critics say about it back then?
Well, the critics at that time, when I first came out with the idea of the multi-track recording, they thought it was a novelty, they thought that it was a gimmick, and then by the end of 5 years they said, my goodness, this is the way to go. But for that first 5 years, the problem is most of the record companies that had a multi-track machine said, where are we going to find Les Paul, Mary Ford to use this machine? They didn't realize that it could apply to the Beatles and could apply to Elvis. Well, that changed the world.
We're happy that they all found out about it. We're happy you brought it to us. Les, again, congratulations.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Liz and I will be right back after these messages.